Good morning, Matt and Caitlin. Well, April is being recognized as Month of the Young Child just to highlight the importance of early childhood education. Now I'm talking about Head Start, Pre-K, any programs before your child gets to kindergarten. Now, according to Pre-K PA and Governor Josh Shapiro's budget that proposal, which he unveiled in February, he called for $30 million to help recruit and retain teachers who can get kids off to a good start. Now that includes $2.7 million for Head Start programs, $29 million for childhood assistance, and many other initiatives to support pre-K programs across the state. Currently, 87,000 3- and 4-year-olds are eligible for publicly funded pre-K programs, but don't have access to it. The state budget proposal also raises questions about pre-K rates to focus on things like teacher shortages, wages, and subsidized care. We spoke with the CEO of an early childhood center in Franklin County, and she says pre-K builds a foundation for kids' future.
A lot of our families are really struggling with working, especially our single parents or single grandparents. We have grandparents that are raising our young children. And so for them, it's really critically important for them to have those early learning experiences in order for them really to be able to fully engage in the kindergarten experience.
Now, Pre-K PA says this is a critical step moving forward to ensure that the adult to child ratio in classes is evening out across the state. Live in Harrisburg, Gabrielle Thomas, WGAL News 8.
All right, thanks, Gabrielle. Today, protests over the Israel-Hamas war are expected to continue at college campuses across the country. Right now, this is you're looking at video of protests that happened at the University of Pittsburgh yesterday. That led to 2 of those protesters being arrested. Organizers say they're calling on the university to break ties with any company that supports Israel as its war with Hamas continues.
Movement is only growing. There's more and more people every day, and it just shows that the community, as well as Pitt students and Pitt faculty, are fed up that the university has remained stubborn and refused to negotiate with us.
And for timing here, yesterday was also Pitt's commencement ceremony where Governor Josh Shapiro spoke.
Well, President Biden is once again sending the U.S. Secretary of State to the Middle East. This is a last-ditch effort to try to stop Israel from the latest attack in the Gaza Strip.
The president did, though, speak over the weekend with Israel's prime minister. News 8's Christopher Salas is in our Washington bureau with what they discussed.
The United States sending its top diplomats to the Middle East in the latest push for peace.
That's going to be right at the top of the list for Secretary Blinken to keep pushing for this temporary ceasefire.
Time is running out. Israel planning a new ground offensive into Rafah, a city where more than 1 million Palestinians have fled from violence.
They've assured us that they won't go into Rafah until we've had a chance to really share our perspectives and our concerns with them. So we'll see where that goes.
President Joe Biden sharing his concerns during a weekend phone call with Israel's prime minister. The two also discussing a potential ceasefire, along with securing hostages. Also over the weekend, Hamas releasing a video showing an American-Israeli hostage, Keith Siegel.
This is the first time that we're seeing him, that we're hearing him. It's surreal.
The conflict abroad, fueling mass protests on college campuses, prompting arrests, school closures, and ceremony cancellations.
I am encouraged that the world is paying attention to what's happening.
All right, sorry about that. That ended kind of abruptly there, but we do want to get a check on our forecast and on our traffic for your Monday morning.
And we're taking a look at those later sunsets that you mentioned. Today's sunset, 8:01 p.m. The latest sunsets happen between June 23rd and July 1st. That's at 8:41. But hey, the sun's going to set at 8 p.m. or later through August 17th. So we have months to go to enjoy this beautiful weather.
I wonder how long we can push it just to be outside in the sun and just enjoying it. It's like 7:59. All right, time to go in now. All right, and we'll have a check on your morning commute, including one crash in Lancaster County.
Also ahead, tornadoes hit Oklahoma, destroying buildings and leaving 4 people dead. We'll show you more of this damage, and we'll tell you what we know about the recovery efforts underway.
Plus, crews are getting closer to clearing out the debris left behind from the Baltimore bridge collapse when they're planning to have the Port of Baltimore fully reopened. But first, we want to take you a live look here in Adams County. This is our Gettysburg Square shot there. You can see now that the sun is up, you can see a lot more of Gettysburg looking good. The News 8 Today wake-up call from Lancaster County is next.
We are the Lancaster County Conservation District, and we are celebrating Conservation District Week. Every county in Pennsylvania has a conservation district ready to serve their residents and landowners to protect natural resources through education and action. We are getting green on the ground by planting trees to help keep our waterways clean in Lancaster County. Happy planting, and we would just like to say, good morning, News 8 Today!
Raising those plants up high, right? All right, thanks for this. So Conservation District Week starts today, and I'm sure a lot of those folks were outside yesterday doing some planting because you had to. It was so nice out there.
It's so nice, but to you it was hot.
It was hot, yeah. It was hot. I got our garden ready. I didn't plant anything quite yet. I think I can.
I'm not seeing any return to frost or freeze, so I think we're done with that. But we always say Mother's Day, so we'll see.
Always say that, yes.
Okay. Well, thanks for that wake-up call, and if you have a group that would love to do one, we would love to see it. Go to WGAL.com/wakeupcall. It has the instructions on how to shoot one and then where to send it once you're done. We love seeing them. Lots of groups out there.
I love their green shirts, too.
Yes.
Definitely feeling green out there. Everything is blooming and blossoming. We'll take a look at your pollen report coming up as well. But for our weather rundown today, it's going to feel like summer. Yesterday felt like summer enough. We hit 82 degrees. It's going to be warmer today. Scattered showers, thunderstorms, they return on Tuesday. And of course, we have a warm week ahead, especially compared to last week. So today, News 8 Storm Team forecast calls for plentiful sunshine, warm temperatures this morning. Already at 9 o'clock, we're pushing 70 degrees. As we hit the afternoon, mostly sunny. There's your summer-like high of 86. The record stands at 90. And then this evening, a stray shower or thunderstorm. I don't think we see much at all. Most of your day is going to be dry today and tonight. Overnight, partly cloudy, 62 to 66 degrees. We keep it warm overnight. And tomorrow, we'll see a mix of clouds and sun. Better chance for some showers, thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Evening east. So we're going to keep a watchful eye on the Barnstormer, or the Stormers home opener rather, 80 to 84 for your high temperatures tomorrow. Here's a live look in York. You can see the sun is up on the horizon, just a few high clouds out there. It's 53 degrees. Perfect time of the morning for a walk or a run. Look at these numbers, 59 Lewistown, 58 in Lancaster, 61 degrees in Chambersburg. Wind speeds are light or calm. They'll remain so today. So not much of a breeze to cool you off on this toasty Monday. Weather and health check, there it is. It's high levels of oak, birch, and maple in the air right now. Air quality is moderate, and our UV index is going to be high today with a burn time of 25 minutes. On our Storm Team Live Radar Network, we don't see anything brewing. There is just high pressure anchored overhead, offshore. That's going to crank up the warmth again today. But you see here, this is a cold front coming into the Midwest, and that's going to provide a chance for some rain tomorrow. So here we go. On the predictor today, high pressure rules, mainly sunny skies, just an isolated stray shower, and I mean 1% chance of that really today. As we head into tonight, it looks mainly dry as well. And then tomorrow, we'll see more cloud cover, but still a warm day. I think we get into the 80s again with this evening chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. So you see as this cold front comes in, just a chance of that toward the evening hours, and then those storms move away. For Wednesday, it looks mainly dry here as well, looking good. We should see temperatures a bit cooler, though, instead of highs in the 80s, upper 70s on Wednesday. There's a look at your predictor estimated rainfall totals if you do see any showers or thunderstorms for tomorrow. And here's our 10-day forecast. 2 days in the 80s, a day in the 70s, bouncing back to the 80s on Thursday, and then upper 70s on Friday. Notice it does cool down a little bit once a cold front comes through on Saturday. And after that, temperatures stay a bit more consistent in the low 70s. Let's get a check on our Monday morning traffic now with Regina. Good morning.
Good morning, Christine, and good morning, everyone. Happy Monday to you. It should be a really nice, warm, sunny day out there, so hopefully you get to enjoy it. There is an incident right now in Lancaster County, East Cocalico Township, Wabash Road at Route 272. It's causing, looks like it just actually cleared right now before our eyes, so that's good news there. Lebanon County, there is a shoulder close at this hour on Interstate 78 eastbound right after the exit 89 there on 81, so just watch out for that. Speaking of Lebanon County, wanted to let you know, still going on that the bridge replacement project on 72 there. If you do need to head up to Jonestown from Lebanon County, you can take 22 or 343. And a PennDOT look over Lancaster County, looking good there. The sun shining right there on the corner of your screen, looking like it's going to be a nice day. Traffic is flowing nicely there in Lancaster County. We'll have another check at 6:30.
This has been a Lancaster Toyota traffic report.
Right now, cleanup operations are underway in Oklahoma after a series of tornadoes hit that state, leaving 4 people dead. Let's give you a look at what is left of the city of Sulphur, which is just south of Oklahoma City. Emergency management officials say that tornado hit the downtown area, as you can see, destroying buildings and leaving at least 30 people hurt. Oklahoma's governor says Sulphur is just destroyed. He toured it yesterday.
What I saw downtown Sulphur, it's unbelievable. We've had 4 confirmed fatalities. One was here, just right here on the corner. They just removed her body.
The National Weather Service says it has 4 teams on the ground there in Oklahoma now surveying the damage.
Now to the latest on the Baltimore Bridge collapse. This week, access to one of the temporary channels around the wreckage site will be closed off as crews get ready to remove more debris. Right now, crews say their focus is clearing the cargo ship that crashed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge on March 26th, causing that collapse. Once the boat is cleared and then removed from the water, crews will use what's called a wreckage grabbing claw to remove debris that is underwater.
We're going to suspend vessel transits through that new channel for roughly 10 days or so, and that will allow us to safely conduct the rigging we need to do on board that large piece of the bridge that's still on board the bow of the Dolly.
Crews say they're working to get full access back to the Port of Baltimore by the end of May.
It's 6:21 and our Olympic coverage continues next with an athlete who still needs to punch her ticket to Paris. But next, you're going to hear from some of her biggest supporters, of course, her parents.
And right now, we want to get you your 12-hour forecast for our Monday. And if you liked yesterday, you get it again today, just even hotter. They're up into the mid to upper 80s there. We'll be right back.
Good morning. It is 6:24. We're taking a live look over Harrisburg. Just a little haze on the horizon. Otherwise, we are good to go this morning. It is going to feel like summer, like we flipped the calendar forward a couple of months today. High temperatures, mid-80s, our warmest day of the year so far. So right now, it's mainly clear across the area. We have some 50s, coolest part of the day. 55 Lebanon, 58 in Lancaster, 61 degrees currently in Chambersburg. Wind speeds are light and they'll remain so throughout the day. So really not much of a breeze to cool you off. We'll be at 64 degrees on the way to school and 86 coming home. Certainly a summer-like Monday, but this warmth doesn't last all week. We'll take a look at the 10-day coming up.
All right, thanks, Christine. Now to our Olympic coverage, as we are now 87 days and counting until the opening ceremonies start in Paris.
Getting to the Olympics, of course, is a goal that can take some athletes really years to realize, and it often means taking their parents along for the ride.
It's an entire family journey here. Our Hearst Olympic correspondent, Jason Newton, shares the story of this family hoping to make it to Paris.
Well, we've told you so much about the athletes, but what about the people behind those folks, namely their parents? They've been with them from AAU all the way now to the podium.
Our goal as parents is to make her the best kid, human in the world, and she's really just pretty balanced.
The she is skateboarder Mina Stess.
I don't remember ever not being on a board. I just always been on one.
And her dad says he and her mom have been along for the ride.
At 6, she was doing well at contests. You know, at 7, she was competing against the best of the world in the 14 unders. At 8, she was beating 35 boys and winning an all-terrain vehicle award.
He says the real trick is finding balance.
It's not about stressful, like, oh, they have to win or they have to be the best. It's wanting them, you know, to learn through failure and not be a mess afterwards if it doesn't go well. I'm thankful for every second we're together because it's rare, because it's usually my wife will go with her sometimes for training. Her coach is in Australia, and then I'll be with her for the contest, and it's rare, and I work too, so I have to go away for things. But when we're together, the 4 of us and our 2 colleagues, it's the best thing in the world. There's nothing better than that.
A close second, though, skating for gold on the road to Paris. I'm Jason Newton.
And we can tell you that Stess's recent results do have her in a very strong position to earn a spot on Team USA.
You know, 3 years ago, she was an alternate for the Tokyo Games, so hopefully she makes the full roster this time around.
Proud parents either way, I'm sure.
Yes, go for her, yeah. News 8 Today continues at 6:30 with the latest on a major fire investigation in York County. You see the destruction there. News 8's J. Scott Smith is live at that scene in Stewartstown and will have an update for us.
Plus, it is National Small Business Week. Hear from a business owner in the Susquehanna Valley about the importance of shopping local.
This is coverage you can count on. WGAL News 8 Today starts now.
It is 6:30, and wow, this Lebanon sky cam at this time of morning never disappoints. A beautiful sunrise there, the full sun, and man, are we going to feel it today. Felt it yesterday too. I was sweating a lot outside, but that's only going to get worse today.
It's kind of blinding even looking at the sky cam there. Yeah, I mean, I love to see it, but it's kind of makes me blink, Christine.
You need the shades today, the shorts, the flip-flops, the whole summer
sunscreen.
Summer gear.
Yeah.
Don't forget the sunscreen, absolutely, because the burn time today is just 25 minutes. Here's a look at York. You can see an equally bright sun there, beaming in York at 53 degrees, 59 in Harrisburg. Out the door in Carlisle, it's 59. We have 55 in Lebanon. Our 12-hour forecast today calls for a high of 86. If you like the summertime feels of yesterday, you're going to love today. It is going to be our warmest day of the year so far. Now, not the entire week is going to be this toasty. We will see temperatures falling back to more typical end of April, early May weather. I can't believe we're in May already on the 10-day. We'll be talking about that coming up. More 70s going forward.
You know what today's weather reminds me of? I need to get like a little kiddie pool for my dog just so he can like splash around in it because it's really like that hot
weather,
out
yeah,
there, right?
yeah.
Love that. All right, Christy, thank you and good morning, everyone. Happy Monday to you. No crashes right now or accidents on the map, so that is good news. There is a stalled vehicle still in Lebanon County on Interstate 78 there right before exit 89. Just watch out for that, of course, as they're cleaning up the area. Some lane restrictions happening this morning starting at 9 a.m. That'll go till 2 p.m. all the way through Friday. They're doing some bridge inspections there on the South Bridge. Interstate 83 north and southbound lanes will be affected, so keep in mind there will be workers out there. And Franklin County looking nice and sunny this morning on Interstate 81. Traffic flowing nicely for folks in the area, and 83 southbound all in the green. If you're headed to Shrewsbury, 14 minutes. We'll have another check coming up in 10 minutes.
This has been a Lancaster Toyota traffic report.
Right now, what is considered one of the largest fires in York County history. It happened over the weekend and it is under investigation.
Yeah, wait until you see the pictures and video of this. Dozens of crews were called in to help put that fire out in Stewartstown on Saturday, but it's still smoldering this morning. News 8's Jay Scott Smith is live there now. Jay?
Yes, good morning, everybody. And Matt, you're absolutely right. This fire is not only still smoldering. In fact, if we go over my right shoulder right here, you can see the smoke is actually still rising up out of this old factory here on Mill Street. It's actually created this smoky haze. It's kind of filling the air around here as the sun starts to rise up. The smoke you see is still coming up more than 2 days later. The first calls on this fire came in about 2 a.m. on Saturday morning, and the blaze reached 6 alarms at one point, with the battle to get it under control being so intense that water was pulled from at least one area of the pond nearby. And the scale of this fire left officials calling it one of the biggest in York County's history, as Caitlin mentioned. Now, Todd Gibney, the Eureka Volunteer Fire Chief, said on the department's Facebook page that he expects this fire to continue to smoke and smolder over the next week, saying that, quote, it's not a realistic expectation to fully extinguish a fire of this magnitude. Now, as you saw here, the smoke is coming up from the inside of this factory. It's contained where all the areas are bricked off, so therefore it cannot spread. Now, fire officials also say one other home sustained damage in this fire on Saturday, but thankfully there have been no injuries or fatalities reported. The Southern Regional Police, along with the State Fire Marshal's Office, are investigating the cause of this fire. And as you see here, this building continues to smoke and smolder. To give you an idea of the scale of just this, I mean, the fact that 2 days later we still got smoke coming up out of this thing, the fire chief's son, Dan Gibney, who's also a firefighter himself, went on a run yesterday, found embers from this fire 3.5 miles away. We're in Stewartstown. I'm Jay Scott Smith for WGAL News 8.
All right, thanks, Jay. Incredible there. This week is National Small Business Week. It's a time to acknowledge America's entrepreneurs and small business owners. The U.S. Small Business Administration defines a small business as a company with fewer than 500 employees. And according to the agency's profile of Pennsylvania last year, there are just over 1 million small businesses, accounting for 99% of all the businesses in the state of Pennsylvania. The report also says there are more than 2.5 million small business employees in the state, which it says is a little less than half of all of the state's workers. We spoke to a small business owner from Columbia, Lancaster County, who says the support of the community has kept his family business alive for more than 110 years.
So when people say support your local small business, they're really saying, and what they're really doing is supporting their community. And that's a great thing.
National Small Business Week runs through a Saturday. So if you or someone you know is considering starting a small business, you'll want to see the link there on our screen, business.pa.gov. That's the state's one-stop shop for entrepreneurs with information to help you write a business plan, file and pay your state taxes, even apply for state funding.
The IRS says its new free tax filing pilot program was a success. The IRS says the latest tax season ended with over 140,000 taxpayers successfully filing their returns using IRS Direct File. The agency reported those taxpayers claimed over $90 million in refunds and also reported $35 million in balances due. It also says more than $5.5 million in tax preparation fees were saved on just federal returns alone. It's 6:36, and this month has a designated focus on our youngest students. We're talking about those in pre-K programs, and this year's state budget proposal does call for more money to go to those programs.
It's so important that these young kids get off to a good start. It really sets them up for the rest of their lives. Now, counties across Susquehanna Valley are talking about their pre-K programs. News 8's Gabrielle Thomas is live at the state capitol with the information on this. Good morning, Gabrielle.
Good morning, Matt and Caitlin. Well, April is being recognized as Month of the Young Child, and it's to highlight the importance of early childhood education. Now, we're talking pre-K, Head Starts, any programs that your children are in before they get to kindergarten. Now, according to Pre-K PA and Governor Josh Shapiro's budget proposal that he unveiled in February, he called for $30 million to help recruit and retain teachers who can get kids off to a good start. Now, that includes $2.7 million for Head Start programs, $29 million for childhood assistance, and many other initiatives to support pre-K programs across the state. Currently, 87,000 3- and 4-year-olds are eligible for publicly funded pre-K programs but don't have access to it. The state budget proposal also raises questions about pre-K rates to focus on things like teacher shortages, wages, and subsidized care. We spoke with the CEO of an early childhood center in Franklin County, and she says 75% of a child's brain connection is developed by 1 year old and 95% is developed by 4.
All those interactions that happen at home or in a childcare setting, wherever a child might be, are critically important.
Now, Pre-K PA says this investment is a great step in the right direction to make sure that adult-to-child ratio in classrooms across the state is evened out. Live in Harrisburg, Gabrielle Thomas, WGAL News 8.